Oh, hey guys. It's your boy Jacob here. That was a guitar. If you're familiar with instruments at all, I don't know. I'm trying to think of intro ideas here, and me just starting playing the guitar, it felt natural, and so that's what I did. But I think we can segue that actually by saying that I have had more time to learn it because of what I've been doing lately. And before you start saying, Jacob, you haven't posted for a month, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, whatever. I get it. Listen, it happens. There's been other things in the works, of course, as I always have something, right? But this seemed important, and this seemed like a interesting video to make something about. So here we are. I have started what some might say a social media detox. And right now I'm about 1 week in, and I thought about maybe, doing this like 30-day, 60-day thing, and I'm kind of aiming for like a 30-day mark, I guess, but right now, I wanted to just kind of give my thoughts as I'm doing it, because this is kind of a big thing, I feel like, and honestly, I don't want it to come across like this is Winslow classes, you get the bit, right? Yeah. I don't want this to come off as like this is the way to live, and social media, phones equals bad, technology equals bad. I'm not, look, I just got a new ultra wide monitor. My new PC came in. I'm, using a camera to record right now. I'm definitely not anti-technology. What I'm saying is, though, I have decided to back up a little bit, if that makes sense. And by that, I mean, take a break from social media. I mean, I feel like a lot of people do it. A lot of people say they're going to do it. And then, I'm trying not to be the person who says, see ya, taking a break, DM me, and then I'm back like the next day, as like kind of an attention stunt. It's really not even that. The only reason if I did post a little bit, but all that was for was just to let people know, in case they did want to message me or something, because, I just want to make sure people know what I'm doing. So it might seem a little counterintuitive then that I'm uploading to YouTube. Like, if I'm taking a break from social media, what's this? Well, let me just explain what I'm doing with this social media detox. Essentially, people can have different definitions of what it means to get off of social media, or how the whole process works, but essentially it's supposed to kind of just alleviate some of that pressure, some of that what they call doom scrolling, when you're just on Twitter, Facebook for hours on end, and it's just never ending kind of dopamine hits. It's just a little much. So the way I'm doing it, and this might differ from person to person, but I feel like this was pretty effective for me, because yes, some of what I do still does require some social media usage, even at work and just with my own music and whatnot. But what I did, I deleted all the social media from my phone. So I don't have Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and none of that. It's not on there. And I noticed there was kind of a negative habit when I started the mornings, right, where I would just check my phone, of course, to turn off the alarm or hit snooze, depending on the day, every day. But then I would just start scrolling. It would just be such a subconscious thing. I wouldn't even think about it. I would open, I hit stop, notification, okay. And then I'm in the loop for like 30 minutes to an hour, or however long it is, right? And I mean, it's not the best way to start off your morning, especially for me, because sometimes, I just see some upsetting things on there, right? And it's like the morning, I feel like it's supposed to be kind of a, peaceful time. It's supposed to be a time to kind of set the record for your day, kind of how it's going to play out in a lot of ways. And no, I'm not naturally a morning person, so it's already a struggle. It's like, why make it harder for myself? Anyway, so deleting the apps from my phone, that was a big enough move in its own right, and I think anyone could probably say, yeah, that's a good detox right there. I took it a little bit further. Because I'm on the computer so much, I've installed a nice little Chrome extension called Newsfeed Eradicator. And basically what that does is kind of self-explanatory. You can still go on the social media networks, right? But it does not show you the feed at all. It shows you a little inspirational quote. And this has been very helpful because, again, I've still kind of needed it to message people or, keep in contact. And while, yes, Facebook has its own messenger app, which is really great, I still keep that. Twitter and Instagram, and most of the others don't, which is kind of surprising. I mean, usually that would be something like people may not want. It's like, well, just have it all in the app, But I feel like that's where it gets you, at least for me. I go on Twitter maybe to respond to a message, but then I start scrolling and it's like, well, these two aren't really what I wanted to do at the same time. So with this add-on, I can basically still kind of message, keep in contact, whoever I need to, but not get involved or scroll, or really any of that. So those are two of the kind of big steps I've taken to kind of be on this detox, right? So deleting it from my phone and then just, blocking it online. And others might have a different definitions, again, of the purity of a detox, right? I mean, some people might just take it a step further and say no phone. Some people might say, no electronics in general. Yes, some of that would be nice, but it's not always realistic, again, with what I kind of have to do and whatnot. But I do think this is at least a great step. And I'll actually add, this morning, my goodness, I feel like I took a bit of a bold step that I haven't done in years, I feel like. And it's so interesting that it kind of helps you live a little bit more in the present. But what I did, I went to this breakfast place, right? Well, I was out of it anyway. I didn't have any breakfast to make here. I was been making French toast. It's really good stuff. I can't lie. But I was out of bread, so I was like, man, it was a Friday, so I was like, let's treat myself. And I say let's as in me, and in my subconscious mind, we work together now. All right, I'm in control. But I went to breakfast, and I decided not to bring my phone. Like that was kind of a scary thought. It was on the counter. And, I think I saw a message from my mom or something, but I didn't have, I was like, hey, I'm going to breakfast, because I didn't, obviously make sure no one needed me in the moment, right? It was only for like an hour or something, but I left it on the counter. I made sure I had my keys, and I made sure I had my wallet, and that was it. Oh, it was a little nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna lie, it's just so interesting to see. I mean, maybe how conditioned I've become just having it on me like at all times. I always feel like someone needs me at any moment. But I was like, let's just go with that. So I went to the breakfast place, of course, with only what I needed, and got some breakfast, and it was fine. Actually, I set up at the little bar area with it was kind of a bit of a crowded area, and that too was kind of a bold move, because what I realized too in doing this is that the phone, not only just for kind of that safety feeling, but in a lot of these anxious situations that maybe I find myself in, it can be very comforting if I'm kind of like, oh, people are looking at me, I can whip out the phone and then just, I block out the world, and and that's fine. Oh, we're good. But I didn't have that kind of comfort, that kind of safety blanket, security blanket, whatever you want to call it, right? I didn't have that. So it was just raw. And explaining this to like a Victorian child would sound insane. Like, what are you talking about? You just walk outside and you just go around. What do you mean? You experience? Yeah, that's just what you do. I know, it's really weird in this age. It's funny, I without the phone, I do kind of look at, it gives me a chance to be more observant, right, and more present, again, grounded in the moment. And look, I'm talking like this has already changed my life. It's only been a week, okay? I'm trying to go like 30 days-ish, and my gosh, it is just so difficult. You don't realize until you really start doing it, like, again, how just... you don't even think about it. Like, I had bookmarks of just social media sites, and I would just go and just start, and then I'm like, oh gosh, well, there's an hour gone, right? And so now when I go do that, it's like almost like a muscle memory. It's like not there. So I think that's just really interesting. But yeah, would love to know again what you guys think. And I know this is kind of weird because I'm probably not gonna post this on social media. I might sneak it up there somehow and then back out, but I don't know. We'll just see what happens. I feel like again, I needed to make this kind of video, and hopefully I can kind of see where I'm at in a couple weeks. But yeah, I guess that's about all I have to say with it. Would love to know if you guys are on the same page with this. I mean, if this seems kind of dumb, definitely let me know. I mean, yeah, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but I feel like it's one of those things when you realize there's a problem, when you realize you've been doing something way too much and it's like affecting you negatively, the best thing I do think is to just literally just cut it off and just see what happens, right? Now, yes, depending on the person, you might just relapse immediately and just go right back on it. And that's been very tempting, yeah, for me. Like those first couple of days, especially, I was like, oh gosh, what am I gonna do? I can't be bored. I need constant, entertainment, whatever. It's at my fingertips, and a big thing for me too. Like I still feel like I'm kind of missing out on stuff, or like missing out on things, and like I can just kind of like picture notifications that might be riling up, right? Or just something like that. But it's like, I don't know, man. Like from what I understand, it's still going to be there when I go back. And I feel like when I do, I'm going to approach this a little bit differently, right? Because right now, a lot of my feeds just, again, they kind of make me a little upset. And it could just be, pages I'm following, people, whatever. And so just kind of like adjusting that, reevaluating, etc., would probably be good. Anyway, I've talked long enough. Again, yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I'm trying to arrange my setup a little bit differently. Again, since I got this new monitor, I don't have as much desk space. I feel like I'm kind of like hunched over a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I might experiment with that in the future. So yeah, peace out, y'all. Have a good one.